Hi, I'm Kelly at Book and Paper Arts, and it's good to be back. I love New Year's. I know that for a lot of you it's just a day, but not for me. For me, New Year's is a threshold, and as we go over it, there is transition, transformation, and possibility. And yeah, I do make resolutions. So today, in today's video, I want to talk about some of my creative resolutions and how they will be showing up here on the channel, some tweaks, some changes, and what you can expect to see. I also need your help in shaping this, so please stay tuned. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. I need you. You will not be surprised to hear that I am doing some exploring this year. I live in Wales, and I want to do some deep dives into some of the places that have been on my list for a long time. They will be abbeys, abbey ruins, churches, castles from the 12th, 13th, 14th century. All of these things play a big part of the history of Wales. I also want to go further back and look at some of the prehistoric so-called sacred sites here. We have standing stones and burial cairns. So I'm going to be looking at all of these places, visiting them, and sending back some video dispatches, some armchair travel. But also, what's different is I want to use these explorations to create books, to make a body of work around these explorations. They will be journals, yes, but also some book structures, things like triptychs, scrolls, and folding, so that I can make artist books that can become receptacles for the things found in these strange places, receptacles for things such as mystery, stories, and curiosity. I'm not quite sure what it's going to look like yet. I'm working on it. But that's my biggest creative goal for this year. I'm not going to start traipsing just yet. The weather's rubbish here. We've had so much wind and rain. That's Wales. I have started a prototype, however, to get some ideas I'm working on something I'm calling the Book of Wings. And it is going to be a receptacle for images and words about wings. And again, their mystery and inspiration and curiosity. I'm making an online course around that. It's going to be how to make the Book of Wings. And I'll be letting you know more about that soon. Another creative goal that I have for the new year is to learn ways of incorporating objects found in nature into making books, journals, and pages, and other mixed media stuff. It may be turning them into art supplies or elements of a book. See, these are echo prints that I made from leaves. These are some echo prints that I made with onion skins. There's a pocket. So, let's see. You know what this is? This is bark. And I think it's birch bark. And we had a big storm. We have a lot of big storms. And I found this blowed about. And now I'm trying to find ways to turn it into paper. I'm not sure, but when I figure it out, then I'm going to try binding the paper into some books. Or making it to something else. It might be a plant-based ink. See how that looks. Put some plant-based ink there. It's kind of static. Let's try activating that a little bit. Whoa! Yeah, so I can see that combining plant-based inks with bark paper may be a thing. So basically what I'm saying is we're going to be making botanical ephemera out of things found in nature. And as I learn, we'll be having some videos about that on the channel here. And we'll all learn together. In the pipeline is using fabric, textiles, and slow stitching to make book arts. I did not see this one coming until really a few weeks ago, when my favorite pair of Levi's that I had worn for 12 years just came apart in several places pretty much all at once. And I was not happy until I found some videos, some tutorials that showed how to, there are people who just mend their jeans forever. Not in perfect, pristine, seamless ways, but in messy, fun ways, using scraps of fabric and wonky hand stitching. And I just knew right away I wanted to do this. And so I did, and I have now mended my jeans. They are back having adventures. But more than that, I really got the bug. And now I sew every day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Because everything they say is so true. It's just amazing that it grounds you. It's a kind of meditation. And also it's just a joy how you can take tiny scraps of leftover fabric and a little bit of thread and turn it into something that wasn't there before. I'm thinking about lace. So I'm not sure, but I'm definitely looking at ways to add these to my pages. And as I do, I'll be showing that here on YouTube. Let's see. I'm also going to be trying to see what happens when I incorporate stitching into paper. And I'm actually thinking about maybe trying to see if I can make a fabric and paper hybrid. I don't know. Stay tuned, and I will let you know how that goes. Next, I have a new newsletter coming out. Yes, I know I just had a new newsletter a few months ago, but it broke. The first one went out fine. The second one hit a technical glitch, so that when over 1,000 email newsletters went out to those of you who subscribed, they all came back to me unopened as an email in one go. It broke my inbox, and it was an ordeal to get it sorted out so that I could use it again. It also broke my heart. So I took a break from the newsletter to have a good cry, pull out some hair, and take a breath. Now I'm going to tempt fate and try doing it again in a few weeks. It's maybe around March. It'll be coming out on Substack this time. That way, if there is another glitch, it will not break my inbox and stuff. It's not necessarily a newsletter about art. It's about things that are fun and interesting ideas. I guess just cool stuff I like. So stay tuned. I will be letting you know when that's ready to go. Another tweak here at the channel is that I will be, I teach visual journal keeping, but in the next year I want to do occasional videos about written journal keeping, about diary writing. I write in my diary every darn day of my life. I don't feel right if I don't. And I know that a written journal can change our lives. So I would like to talk more about ways that you can do that, ways to use a diary as a tool and as a companion. I have friends who say to me, well, I like the idea, but I don't know where to start. Or I don't have, I'm not interesting enough. That's what one friend actually said to me. Horse feathers. Um, yes, if you're curious about how you can use a diary with words as a tool and as a therapist and other ways, we will be looking at how to do that in videos in the coming year. More diary videos. Finally, two more things. One is I need your help. I do have zillions of ideas, but I would like your feedback on what you would like to see here on the channel, what you'd like to learn, if you have questions. And this will help me as I'm implementing these ideas. It will help me shape and form the content so that it's meaningful, more meaningful. So please go to the comments and let me know what you're curious about, what you'd like to learn, what you'd like to know. And at last, over the years here on YouTube, I have been asked by many of you lovely people if there is a way to contribute to the channel. If I have Patreon. No, I don't. I've thought about it. And the Patreon model isn't for me. I have, however, set up an account at Ko-fi. And that's a place where you can go and, if you like, you can make a one-off contribution of $5 or a monthly support contribution. Here at the channel, I post every week, usually. So between 4 and 6 times a month. And a video that is 20 minutes long takes around 7 to 12 hours to make. That is not continuous. That's over 2 or 3 days. But it's a lot. It's a lot to make these videos, and they're coming 4 to 6 times a month. As you know, I also make printable scans of vintage paper that are free that you can use in your own work. And I, from time to time, have giveaways of vintage paper and stuff. So if you would like to and can, if you'd like to contribute and help support what I'm doing here, there's going to be a link to Ko-fi where you can do that. And I'm going to put it in the text box below this video and in the first pinned comment. So that's where that'll be. If you want and if you can, I would be really grateful. So that's it. Be sure and go to the comments. Let me know what kind of ideas and questions you have. And please join me in a few days. I have that video on how to use found text in your pages as for narrative, for poetry, and also using text as a visual element in your pages. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be good. In the meantime, I am wishing everybody a wildly creative new year. Now, get up and go make something.